Hey, I thought I would give you a bit of a different perspective on this now, from my personal situation and what I'm experiencing over the last few days. Um, there are a lot of people out there. We've got a couple of people comment on our videos of ridiculous things. Um, we had one this morning. You're either an oracle or an idiot. I would suggest the latter. But saying things like, Americans and Europeans are going to leave Dubai in their droves and everything's going to crash around it. Well, the reality is, you don't know that, and you don't really have enough evidence to make those kind of comments. And what I'm seeing the two sides to this now. So obviously we deal with a lot of private person investors, people who buy one property, maybe two property over a couple of years. But we also deal with family investment companies and pension funds. And those kind of people have come to us and they've said, we're pausing our investments, which was our advice anyway. But they've said to me, like, Steve, can you get us in a position where whatever happens, we can capitalize? So if the market comes back and just booms straight away, which it might do, we need to be in a position where we can either offload some of the stock that we've got and make our profit, or we're in a position where we can continue with our current strategy. And then on the other side of that, it's if prices do drop, they want to be in a position where they can capitalize on that as well. And we need to work out then, if things do happen, what is the lowest point of the drop? And that's what we're doing. That's what real investors do. That's what educated investors do. And I think that's the key, the word education. And experience as well on part. There are so many people out there who are just saying things for the sake of saying things without any kind of substance behind it. No one can say what's really going to happen. But the people who I know and I speak with on a daily basis, for example, my very, very, very good friend Stella, I was speaking to her last night, and she had just come back from a run around Miracle Gardens, which she does at 8 o'clock every night. So if there are any eligible bachelors out there who happen to be in Miracle Gardens at 8 o'clock tonight, she may want to go for a coffee with you. She is going to kill me for saying that. Love you, Stella. But like she keeps saying to me, I feel very safe. Everything is fine. I'm back in the office today. Life's carrying on as normal. I would rather be in Dubai than I would be in the UK for very obvious reasons. Statistically, you're more likely to get stabbed in London than you are to get hit by a missile in Dubai. That's the reality of life, But no one's saying London's collapsing. So yeah, it's just a different take, really. And my advice, I think, to investors who have been thinking about investing or are in the middle of making that investment, should you pause? Yes, you probably should. Now, agents aren't saying that. They're saying keep going, keep going, keep going. But the reality is you've got to work on your own personal circumstances. And yes, you should probably pause it. But during that pause period, you need to be working with somebody who understands you and what you're looking for to put you in a position to capitalize either way. So if prices come down, you need to be able to capitalize quickly. Because what happens when prices come down and everybody jumps on the bandwagon afterwards is prices go back up very quickly and you miss it. So those who are just saying, I'm stepping back, I'll pick it up next year and see what happens, you're probably not going to be any better off next year than you are this year. You might actually be worse. Because if the market comes back strong, and I say this based on the fact that the way that the UAE is handling what's going on in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, the whole of the UAE, that, to me personally, that actually gives me confidence in the country, not just the market. Put the market to a side a minute. My confidence is in that country. And I think that will actually be the saving grace. It's the way that they've handled it, There's been no panic. There's been no, catastrophe, massive catastrophe as such. Let's not forget what the situation is. But if that happened here in the UK and someone was sending hundreds of missiles at us, I don't think we've got the capability to handle it. Whereas out there, people who really live there, not the tourists panicking to get out, but people who understand the country, the system, the leadership, I think is the most important thing. No one's panicking. Everyone says, well, I would still rather be here in Dubai than in London. And that's the reality of it. So just a little note from me personally, from what I'm seeing, is real investors are saying, let's get in a position where we can capitalize on whatever happens next. And the hearsay investors just stepping back and saying, we'll see what happens, or we'll go buy in Spain, or whatever it is. So keep safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you soon.